Guys, there's a case right now that is very, very underlooked at, I believe. It's not being looked at as it should, value-wise anyway. And that case is the Wildfire case, the Operation Wildfire case. For its value and its return at the moment, I believe it is not being talked about enough. If we look at CSROI.com, just shows the rate of, the rate of return on whatever you buy. It's currently number 5 right now, and it's only going for $4.53 a case, probably more like $4.75. I've been checking the market. So around there, you have almost a 9% chance to profit just if you open it. Does it cost a little bit more than maybe opening a recoil case? For sure. But let's look at what you can actually get. When I look at cases, I want to look at where can I profit? How rare is it for me to profit? And how many things can I profit from? So let's look, right? We look at all the blues. Factory new is decent in all of them. But look at this. You have a hitter on the blue category. You have a home run hit. If you hit factory new or StatTrak factory new, that's big profit. That's doubling your money, your initial investment almost. So we have a hit for the blue category. Let's look again. Let's look at the purples. Each purple, and these prices are a bit outdated, I believe. Each of these purples in factory new, $10, $10, $10, $16. And look at this. Factory new purple hit for 50. In StatTrak factory new, 41 as well. So you have a blue and a purple so far that are big hitters. Let's look at the pinks. You have 138 in factory new, 62 in factory new, and 90 in factory new. These are all good hits if you hit any of these pinks. If you don't get the quality that you want, for sure it's not so great. But these are good pinks hits. So we have a hitter in the blues, the purples, and the pinks so far. Let's look at the reds. Obviously, this one is not one that you're looking to get. 190 is not horrible, but it drops off pretty fast. But let's look. It has a red chase skin. As you all know, the AK fuel injector is incredibly expensive. It's $1,000 in factory new. And this case is only $450 right now. That's absurd. To have a red that's that much money is absurd. And I can tell you why it goes down. It's the knives. I mean, the knives still, though, are decent. The knives definitely drive this case price down a little bit because the skins are fantastic, but the knives, it's the Bowie, it's not so much. But let's take a look at this. I mean, these knives on average are at least, 100, 150 to 200. I mean, if you get really unlucky, you might be like at 100 or so. You get a slaughter and decent connection, it's probably around $300. A vanilla's not horrible. You got the stain, that's not terrible. Fades are nice. You can get up to probably even more than 400 if you get a good fade percentage that sells on, different sites for more. Blue steel isn't bad. You have a crimson web that can be really crazy if you get a good float. The night as well if you get a really good float, and you have the blue gem available for the Bowie case harden. I mean, there's some real hitters here, guys, and there's not a lot of knives in here. There's only a couple finishes, and it's exclusive. It is exclusive to the... You cannot get a fade or a case hardened Bowie from any other case. I really think that makes this thing special. Combine that with all the good hitter skins you have in here. You have a purple hit, a blue hit, pink hits, and a huge red hit. I really think this case is undervalued for being opened right now. I would much rather open this. Let's take a look at the Vanguard right now. Let's just take a look at the Vanguard case, because that's similarly priced, and the ROI right now is a little bit better. Let's take a look. The red, 625, and this has been going up a lot lately. The second red that's not worth as much is also, it's even less than the Royal Paladin. Let's look at the pinks. All less than the pinks in the Wildfire. These are, the red being so expensive, the fuel injector in the Wildfire case being so expensive, it drives everything else up. Now, I will say this is also a good case. You have two M4 hits that are very good. The two purple hits that are fantastic if you get good condition. But there's no blue hit. The blue hit's not there. There's two purple hits, and the pinks really aren't that great, and the reds aren't as good either. And it's around the same price. Now, you do have the knives. You do have, you have the option of getting a Karambit or an M9, which is always fantastic. That's always good. So that's always going to keep the case price up. But I think this case is being slept on right now. Most of the time when you're opening cases, you're not going to get a gold. Let's be honest. Wouldn't you want all the skins in here to slap? Wouldn't you want the best? I mean, even if you're getting a blue, which you're getting a blue most of the time, if you get it in good condition, it's profit. That's fantastic. You can't say that for most cases. So Just wanted to bring that up. I think the wildfire case is absolutely underrated right now and really should be looked at more. All that to say, don't open cases. You'll probably lose money. But if you are going to open up cases, this is a pretty good one to look at right now. Let me know what you guys think.